Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Anfal reminds us, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا وَعَلَى رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ الَّذِينَ يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ حَقًّا لَهُمْ دَرَجَاتٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ وَمَغْفِرَةٌ وَرِزْقٌ كَرِيمٌ صدق الله العظيم. This is the second ayah of the Surah Al-Anfal, which is in the 8th juz and the 9th juz of the Quran and the 8th surah of the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, indeed the believers, the mu'mineen, are those when the dhikr of Allah, the remembrance and reminding of Allah is done in front of them, their heart trembles from this, and when the verses of Allah, the Quranic verses of the Quran is recited to them, their iman increase, and they started depending, their trust become more with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with their Lord. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ, when the zikr of Allah is done, وُجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ, their heart becomes shaken and tremble, and when the verses of the Quran are recited to them, their iman increases, and they start depending and trusting more and more upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the one, الَّذِينَ يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ, these are the one, there are certain attributes that describe about these people. Who are these? These are the one who establish the salah, whether they are in the home or they are in the masjid. And you see, the Imam Ahl Sunnah and the Fuqaha have given very beautiful thing. Al-Wisa will further elaborate on it. It says that yuqimul salah, that establishing the salah is a fard which is to be performed wherever we are. If we are not in the masjid but we are in home or wherever we are, we have to perform the salah. So they establish the salah, and وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, and they spend from the rizq, the sustenance which we have given to them. And أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ حَقًّا, Allah is testifying on this, putting a seal on this testimony, that these are the true believers by fact. In fact, they are the true believers. لَهُمْ دَرَجَاتٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ, with them Allah has their increased status and darajat, wa maghfirah, and the forgiveness, wa rizqun kareem, and a better sustenance for them, which is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not just here, in the hereafter. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never takes a debt and loan from anybody. Whenever we give in the path of Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us in this world and hereafter. Only difference is we need to have a belief in it. When we spend in the path of Allah with the belief that we are giving it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will increase the sustenance and the rizq for us, and He will accept it. And we think, there was somebody, my friend of mine, sent me a poetry, and he is trying to be a poet. He wrote that we did so many goodness, all this we put it in the river and destroyed it. जैसे उर्दू का मुहावरा है ना, नेकी कर और दरिया में डाल. तो मैंने उसको जवाब में लिखा, I returned him a reply. I said, no, whatever you send forth, Quran says, وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّن خَيْرٍ تَجِدُوهُ عِندَ اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرٌ. Whatever you send forth, Allah has taken it and preserved it, and He is going to adafa mudafa. Allah will increase and multiply it, and then will give it to you in the hereafter. And here, He never keep the debts of anybody. He gives the rest. Whatever amount Allah has promised, the risk for you, you want to live longer, and if we want to have a longer life, I shouldn't say you, I should say we. If we want to have a longer life, we want to have a more prosperity in our health and life, in our siha, in our family, in our protection, in our goodness, إِنَّمَا الصَّدَقَاتُ يُذْهِبْنَ السَّيِّئَاتِ, the sadaqat, the goodness, the truthfulness, the testimony of Allah we give out in the form of wealth, in the form of all that we do from our body and from our soul and our spirit and our being. It is returned back to us, and it will save us from the calamity, the hardship, the previous sin which we committed, and will protect us from the sin from the future to be coming.